Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Courtney. I am a stay-at-home wife, mom, and author. I will say that I usually say aspiring author because my book hasn't been published yet. And someone left me the sweetest comment the other day, and she said, you shouldn't say aspiring author, you should say author. And I want to thank them for that comment. And so I'm going to embrace that and say author. Yeah, just wanted to say hello, welcome you to the channel. I think I have some new subscribers, so I wanted to say thanks to them for subscribing and wanting to hang out with me. But it is Friday, so we're gonna do a little Friday flip through. I don't know what I have gotten on my planner. It's been like in and out of my bag this week, so who knows. But this is my main planning system. It is a personal Luxe 2.0, I believe, from Moterm. This beautiful blue is the indigo color. And I plan on Franklin Covey compact size inserts. So not too much has changed in terms of what's in here. I am really enjoying having it be fairly minimal. I don't have a lot of deco in here. I just really wanted to get into it and get planning and not be too distracted by things. I'm sorry, I have like a hiccup like stuck in my chest. Anyway, so I do have a little bit of deco in it. So this is just a vinyl sticker that I have on some cardstock with some ribbon behind it. This is a photo strip of my husband and I that I found when I was cleaning out one of my storage bins. This card insert, credit card insert, is from Amazon. Everything is linked in the description box down below if you have any questions about where anything is from or what I'm using. So I just have my in case of emergency card. I have some of my business cards for my author business with my pen name on it. And this is the mood key from Watch Becca Plans. And then on the other side, I have my If Found card with info on it. And then I also have, I don't know that I've talked about this before, but in the freebie pack, let me get you a little bit closer. And I know there's a glare on this because it's laminated, but in her freebie pack of, I can't remember what it's called, if it's just called like, I think it might be vertical planning cards. If you go to her Instagram, she has the link to her freebies drive. But this is one of the cards. So it's the planning routine, and I laminated it, and then I used my label maker to go through and just label the steps of like what my overall routine is for the week. So that if I mean, I kind of know what I'm doing or how I do it, but just in case, I mean, I do have those moments where I don't know what is going on with my own life, so I can refer back to it. So those are in there. This is some really old cardstock from, or scrapbook paper from the Planner Society. Like, it's probably like at least 5 years old. And then I just have more scrapbook paper on the back. These are also from Watch Becca Plans, I believe. I don't know. These might be Plan with B. I can't remember, but it's either Plan with B or Watch Becca plans. And I just printed them on regular printer paper, but she has the template where if you wanted to make sticky notes with them, you could. It's not something that because I throw them away. If I use them, I throw them away anyway. I don't need for it to be like a sticky note. This is the table of contents that I made in Canva. So it has all of my what is in each section. I think it's up to date, but I don't know. I tend to change stuff around. When that happens, I can just go into Canva and update it and print another one. These dividers I got on Amazon. They are A5. They were A5 size, and then I just cut them down to size and repunched them. This is a sticky note that I laminated that I got from AliExpress. And this purpose is my word of the year. So I made this on Canva and printed it out just so that it would always be in my brain what I am trying to do this year and focusing on rediscovering my purpose. I have, this 2025 calendar. I don't know where that's from. It might be a freebie. And then I just put some Happy Planner stickers on the top. This is the GTD bundle from Planner Room Shop. So you get an inbox. The back is your next actions, waiting for, someday maybe, projects, and then kind of general to-do list. And then I just have more notes pages in this section. This is just a piece of acetate that I cut down to size so that I could put sticky notes on it. And then this is my calendar section again. This is just a pocket that I got off of Amazon, and I just have some photos in here. Oh no, it's covering up my son's face. I need to find another place to put that. This is my monthly. So I plan, when I make plans, originally everything goes on my monthly. And then when I'm in that week, I transfer that information to my weekly. So this is how jeez. January is looking. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I don't know if I haven't had enough caffeine, too much caffeine. I don't know what's happening. But this is how January is looking. I do have some stuff that I need to add to the calendar for February. We just made some more plans. And these are just printables, printed them myself, punched them in. And then from there, I am using the week on 4 pages from My Moxie Dreams. These are also a freebie, and I love them so much. Hopefully I've been in frame this whole time. So yeah, I'm just using these as the general, like, overview of everything that's happening this week. So I have room to write down just a list of things that, like, I need to capture, or general to-dos here. Appointments and whatnot go up here, and then this side I am using for, like, writing, YouTube, my blog, any of that stuff. Then on the back I just have general notes. Actually, I can check off a bunch of these because we just got back from IKEA. She gives you a little space for doodles. I have been using it for just like a quote or an affirmation. This week I wrote down a quote from Dr. King, since MLK Day was Monday. Last week I wrote down an affirmation. The week before that, I wrote down the quote, part of the quote from Demi Moore's Golden Globe speech. So really been loving using these. And then I think I have them until, yeah, this is all of Q1. So January through the end of March. This is just some pretty acetate from Joanne. This is an image I found on Pinterest and just printed it out, or had the photo printed at Walgreens and then just cut it down to size and punched it in here. Thought the colors went really well with this, and it's just a really pretty illustration. More sticky notes on the back. These are my task flags just on a piece of acetate. Scrapbook paper with a little collage, and then this is my planning section. So I can cross this off because I'm filming this on Thursday. This is where I do my time blocking, and then it goes into my daily pages. These are freebies from the SleepyNotesClub. So I'm just crossing off the days there. I have a few goals, inbox. I think next month I'm just going to print this out because I don't really need the rest of this, but they're cute. And then for my time blocking, I am using a week on 2 pages from PeanutsPlannerCo. So I block off routines that I know these are things that I have to do, like in the pale pink. Those are my routines. This kind of fuchsia color is my like appointments, meetings, events, what have you. The blue is time that I wanted to spend working on YouTube. The gray is things that I wanted to do for my writing. I don't always stick to this, but it has been really helpful for me to have as I'm looking at my week, trying to figure out what I have time to actually accomplish. Then at the bottom, I just listed like my main priorities for those days. You get 3 spaces. Sometimes I use all 3. Sometimes I just use 1. Sometimes I use 2. Sometimes I use none, depending on what it is. And then these are kind of my big goals for the week in each area of my life. And I use this when I plan my day so that I know what I had intended to do. I think sometimes when I wake up and look at my daily pages, I just, I have all this free time and I'm like, oh, what was I going to do exactly? Or I think like, oh, I don't have anything to do. So then I go waste time doing whatever when I know that I could have used that time more effectively and efficiently. So this has been really helpful for me. My week doesn't always turn out this way. Like today is Thursday. I had really planned on doing some stuff for YouTube in the morning and then kind of doing stuff around the house this afternoon until I have to pick my son up at school at 5. My husband is on PTO this week, so he's had the week off. So I thought, well, if we want to do something during the day, then I'll kind of leave Friday open to do it. But we decided to do it today instead of tomorrow. So none of this is really getting done in the time that I thought I had allocated for it. And some of the things won't get done because I just don't have enough time. But we decided to have lunch and go to IKEA and just kind of spend time together. And to me, that's much more important than me folding laundry and filming a YouTube video. So I refer to this when I'm planning out my days. Earlier in the month, I had been using a day on 2 pages, and I just felt like that was too much space. I really wasn't using it. I do love these inserts, and I have the entire year printed out. They're from the Planner Room shop. So if I decide that I want to switch back to using them at any time, I can. I think when I was looking for daily inserts this year, I knew that if I could find inserts that I liked that were dated, I wanted to get them. And I also wanted to buy inserts that would let me print out the entire year at one time, so that I'm not printing throughout the year, or not as much as I was last year. So I have the entire year of these printed out in my, I have them put away with the rest of kind of my office supplies. So if I want to use them again, I can. But since I decided that they weren't really working for me, this week I jumped into using my day on 1 page. These are also from the Planner Room shop. They're dated. I have the whole year printed out so that if I want to jump between the 2 inserts, I can. That was something that I really wanted to avoid, all the printing and cutting throughout the year as much as possible. So I've been using these this week, and I really like them. So this is how my week is turning out. Tuesday got a little bit hectic. I had a bunch of stuff going on that day too, and then I was writing everything down. And then I think because I kind of ran out of space on Tuesday, I decided to start using my task flags again. So this is an idea that I got from PeanutsPlannerCo. She actually has an insert that's labeled morning, afternoon, and evening, but when I went to buy it, I couldn't find it for some reason on her website. I don't know what I was looking at, but I didn't see it on there. So I just laminated a piece of vellum and cut it and punched it, and then went in with my label maker for the morning, afternoon, and evening. And then these are just my task flags. When I use them, I will stick them back on to my main sheet, so that I don't have to write these things down if I choose not to. So this is kind of what the days are looking like. I do like that it has this little bit of space so I can jot down a quick note if I want to, and this is helping me keep up in my memory keeper and my archive planner. So that was yesterday. This is today. This is the rest of the week. So yeah, and then I have, I think until March, the end of March. So Q1 is punched and in here and ready to go. My next section is goals. So I bought these from Productive Lab Co. The owner of the shop, Helen, has a YouTube channel. I will link it down below. But I love watching her videos. She uses rings, and she just is very productive, and I love watching her plan and flip through her planner to see how she uses things. So if you bought these goal setting inserts, she was offering with them a goal setting, it's like an accountability group. We had our first call on Saturday, and it was really awesome to meet all of the other planners that were in the group. I think there's 11 of us or 12 of us, I can't remember. But we just kind of went through the start of the inserts and went over what our goals were, what we were wanting to see by the end of it's a 12-week period. So you brain dump out your goals, and then I was just writing some more about like how I wanted to do them. These are like your top 3 goals. So I really like it because once again, it's like a 12 week. So for me, having like a time limit and having other people that are kind of holding me accountable is, I think, really going to be really important for me. So we have our weekly calls every Saturday, and then we'll go over the reflections for the week. But I love how it's going so far. And then in addition to these, I am using these from, this is a week on one page from PeanutsPlannerCo. And I just wrote down not even necessarily goals, but sort of like the big picture in each area of my life, like what I wanted to see, what January would look like for me in these areas. And then these are from the Planner Room shop. So I am just breaking down different sections of my life, and then these are kind of the action steps for the week. And I have been taking them out of here and then keeping them with my dailies just to make sure that like I'm staying on task. So I have some of those in there. And then I have one of these where I can go through and just kind of write a review and on how I felt I did for each of those areas. I hope that made sense. It was kind of clunky coming out. It sounded okay in my brain, but getting the words out is being difficult today. I made this in Canva and just printed it. This is a YouTube log. This is also from Helen's shop, the Productive Lab Co. The inserts look like this. You get like a kind of an overview, and then kind of tracking your videos and whatnot for the months. You get a place to put your stats. So you get one for each quarter, which I really like, and then kind of overall goals and action plans. This is my personal section, and it just has, these shadows in this room are ridiculous. Let me see, does that make it better or worse? I think it makes it worse. And in this section, I just have my spending tracker and log, a little savings log, because I'm trying to build up a little savings just for myself. These are like my own finances, not like our family finances. So I have that in there, and like an order tracker, and I think that's it. Then this next section is my book section, which I really need to update. I have read 3 books this month, which is I was really in a big reading slump, so I'm happy about that. I started 2 this week. So I'm listening to an audiobook, and then I started reading an ebook. And then I actually have a physical book as well, but I need to update this. So this is just from the Planner Room shop. I think this is in like a list bundle, but I just have up here books that I have like checked out from Kindle Unlimited. These are checked out from Hoopla, and then I have a section for NetGalley, which is for ARCs, which are like advanced reader copy books that authors put up early so that you can read them and give reviews like before the books come out. I don't have any NetGalley books so far this year just because I haven't felt like I have the time to make the commitment to read them and get the reviews up on time. So I've kind of been backing away from that a little bit. So, and this because I also have a really bad habit of getting books from Kindle Unlimited and forgetting that I have them, and then they'll just sit there. And I really do want to try to read the ones that I download from there. These are inserts that I made, so I just can put the book cover for my favorite book every month. And then I have the whole year there, and then these are just for some reviews. I do have my covers for the books printed out. I just haven't done them. And then these are like if I wanted to give the book a little bit of extra thought, I could do it on these inserts. And then these are just book rec pages that I made for myself to keep track of. I have both a Goodreads page, which I don't use that much. I'm trying to use Storygraph this year, but I mostly write down the books that I want to read instead of putting them in an app. I don't know. I'm just a paper and pen kind of person, and I don't ever remember when I add books to a TBR on an app. I'd rather just have them with me. So these are some of the ones that like I was interested in reading. Like if I'm perusing the internet and I see an article about a book that sounds interesting, I can just jot it down, something like that. So these are some of the ones. These are like books, like physical books that I want to read that I'll probably check out from the library. I have, these are for Kindle books that I can get on Kindle Unlimited. Some mysteries from Kindle Unlimited. And then more of those pages. The next section is just for my kids. So it has like his school schedule, and like a health log, information for his teachers. I'm using this insert from PeanutsPlannerCo to track his sick days this year, and like numbers and addresses for his doctor and all of dentist and all of that. This next section is for home. This is my recurring task list. I do need to update that because I have done some of this. We did this, we did this, I did this. I do want to wash our comforter, but I haven't done that yet. So these are just, you know, tasks that you do maybe once a month, maybe once every few months, so you can track them. And I am using this PeanutsPlannerCo inserts to mark down things that I'm interested in, like decluttering for those months. So have I done any of this? Oh, I did do the kitchen cabinets. I haven't done the pantry and I haven't done the bedrooms, but we'll get to it eventually. And then this is my meal planning section. So I am doing meal planning a little bit differently this year. So I'm using this. I really want to add some new recipes to like the rotation of what we eat. So I am going to be checking cookbooks out of the library. I love cookbooks. I used to buy them all the time. But then you like run out of space. So I don't know. Anyway, I want to check out at least one cookbook a month, and I'm going to keep track of it here. And then if there are a lot of things that I like, then I will go ahead and buy the book. And then I'm planning monthly. And then we don't, how can I explain this? Like, these are the ideas that I have for the month. We don't have to eat them on the day or even the week. Like, I have been checking off when we actually eat the things that I've planned so that I know at the end of the month, like, what I planned for that we never really got to, that we may have the stuff to make, or things that, like, sounded good at the moment, but then I never even got around to buying the stuff for. So, like, what am I planning to make that for when it doesn't seem like a priority? I don't know. We'll have to, I want to do this at least for January, February, March, and then maybe in April we'll kind of revisit and see if it's working or if it's not. I've already started this page for the new grocery list. I put graph paper in there so that I could go ahead and make my list. The fewer steps I have to do something, the more likely it is that I'll actually do it, because I'm low-key lazy. So if I already have paper in here to make my list, it makes it easier for me to add things to the list when I think about it. Like my son got a little waffle maker for Christmas, so he's been really big on making waffles, and we ran out of waffle mix, so I added it to the list right when it happened. So I do have the whole year in here. These inserts are also from Planner Room Shop. They are dated month on one page, so I really like those. And then I just have cards in the back, some sticky notes, and that is it. So hopefully I got through this before the lighting got terrible and my camera battery died. But if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, be sure to click the subscribe button down below. Turn on your notifications. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. And thanks for spending some of your day with me. I will see you in my next video. Bye.